everyone, Myrtle Schmergle here, Earth reporter, reporting from planet Earth, Western Hemisphere, the United States of America. And this is a really important broadcast. It's a follow-up to the previous one because we're trying to assist you in preparing for these galactic events, the most upcoming one, which is on May 15th, 16th, depending on where you are on the planet. It's a total lunar eclipse, all right? It's so mystical, it's so exciting, and you have an opportunity to experience it in the mystical. So watch the previous broadcast. And while I'm on it right now, if I were you, I would subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be giving updates, and I don't know when, but it could be the night before a comet comes in and I receive all this mystical information. So you want to be prepared, all right? So subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on exciting news and preparation for these really cool galactic events. All right, so we have this upcoming lunar eclipse, and I want to show you, this is what I've been doing for many years. If you're renting a room, let's say you're renting a room, or you have a little teeny space in your apartment, you're sharing a tiny little apartment, and you have a little teeny room, but you want to make a separate space to meditate or to pray. You want to be enclosed so that you feel it's really private. And it's really important, these little prayer rooms that I created, no matter where I live, they collect the energy, because when you're praying in a certain spot all the time, the energy builds up and it gets to be really magical and mystical and powerful. So I'm going to show you a drawing. Now, all you need is a piece of fabric, and mine is semi-opaque. You want it opaque, so mine is mostly opaque, depending on if the light is shining on it in the daylight, but it's mostly opaque. And it has to be really lightweight because you're going to hang it from the ceiling and it comes down to the floor, so it's really private. All right, here's an illustration to give you an idea. All right, so here's your room, and here's your prayer room. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of material and I've thumbtacked it. Well, actually, I use push pins, and I pin it into the ceiling, and then it just drapes down like that. Now, you want to make it a square so it has 4 sides. Now, actually, mine, in this illustration, mine actually juts up against the corner. So I have a corner wall right here, which is one wall of the prayer room. And but for this illustration, I'm sorry, I got carried away. And so I enjoy drawing the little table and, the flowers and the lamp and the picture and the chest of drawers in the mirror. So this just gives you an idea. Now, if you could not have your prayer room up against the wall to make it like this, you make this a 4-sided, you just bring the material out here. So you have one corner, another corner, and up against the wall, another corner, and another corner up against the wall. So there'll be 2 folds coming down here, all right? And it just hangs and just drapes nicely on the floor. So how do you get in? You pull open the side that's closest to the back wall, and you just slip in. All right, you can do it on either side. And inside I have a little table and a little chair, and I have all sorts of lovely things on my table, because that's where I pray and have all these magical experiences. And you can set this up anywhere, no matter what size of apartment you have or room. And it's so wonderful because, like I said, the energy gathers there, and it's very private, and you feel so secure. So that's my tip for prayer or meditation room. And it's also a telephone booth, if you get my drift, depending on who you're contacting. All right, really quick. I promised you that I would give you some very important information of where you can learn an excellent technique of being able to communicate mystically with the planets, with the Milky Way galaxy itself. Now, there's a wonderful organization, and they're on the west coast of the United States of America, and they are called the Aetherius Society. And here's their website. This is so high-tech. Aetherius.org. All right, look at the spelling of that. Aetherius.org. I hope you can see it properly. I hope it's not backwards, because I'm looking at it backwards. But it's Aetherius, AETHERIUS.org. It's a wonderful nonprofit organization. And what you want to look for, or you can go on this website, which is their website, the 12 blessings. And that's an amazing mystical technique. And it's very simple. Anybody can do it. And you've got to get in contact mystically, not only with the sun and the earth and the Milky Way galaxy, who is a wonderful, incredible being, but other beings. I'm not going to tell you all the information. You got to check it out for yourself, but it's wonderful. So go, and they have services. They guide you, and it's people from all over the planet that tune in. They have an office in Los Angeles. They have one in London, and they have a couple of others around New Zealand, and they have a couple of others around the planet where they broadcast from. But they lead a guided meditation. It's only a half hour. Come on, a half hour. And it's so fantastic. So check this out. The 12blessings.com. .org. 12blessings.org. And it's the number 12. You see, 1, 2. The number 12blessings.org. Now, you want to go there for the actual meditation. And I bought the book like in the early 1990s, and I have the lovely book. That's the book, The 12 Blessings. Isn't that beautiful? And you can have this book, but they lead the guided meditations Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is from the United States, sometimes from New Zealand, and Sunday, usually from the UK, or sometimes is from New Zealand. But depending on where you are on the planet and the time zone, you got to tune in. You got to find out when it's happening for where you're living. But anyway, I hope you have a magical and mystical and powerful experience this upcoming lunar eclipse, all right? Myrtle Schmergle. Bye-bye.